Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Flash Finds podcast, the world's fastest podcast where we explore how Facebook can help you with the stuff you're into. I'm Emma Rogue, joined by Nathan the Cat Lady, a Facebook creator. So Nathan, if you're into pets, what kind of stuff can you find on Facebook?
Well, I make reels about useful tips for pet owners. For instance, cats don't like still water, so all of my cats have cat fountains.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute. What a great episode. See you next time on the Flash Finds podcast, all about discovering the stuff on Facebook you care about. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. A show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast. Alrighty, guys, welcome to tonight's show. Welcome to the Patriot Angle Podcast, unfiltered with Michael Gardner. That's myself. Joining us here tonight in studio here, we have Soslin Temison from his show, Remember God Loves You, and I'll meet you at the finish line, along with special guests joining us all the way from the Garden State of New Jersey, Robert from 420VIPs.com. Welcome along, Robert. How you doing, buddy?
Doing well, Michael. Thank you for the nice intro. How you guys doing over there?
Very well, very well. And Sas, how you doing, buddy? How's your day going, bud?
Oh, well, my day's going pretty good. Definitely just, living life, trying to stay out of trouble. I don't know if that's pretty good or not, but you know what today is, Rob? You know what today is?
What's today?
Today starts the alphabet month. So hopefully you know your ABCs. So, and you know what that means, right? So, like, you better watch what you post on Facebook, or they might, or Facebook or Instagram, or they might just come after you for using the improper pronouns.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of the alphabet month, you know what? Also today, guess who's celebrating the alphabet Pride Month here?
Who's that?
The Marine Corps. The Marine Corps is now honoring the LGBTQ plus Pride Month, right? So yeah, they put out a post there on military.com, the actual website, saying that they're going to honor the LGBTQ plus community. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's just weird. I have nothing against LGB. When it starts getting into the other letters, it starts getting really weird. And
yeah. So definitely, I'm starting to say we're becoming more of a broken society, a broken country now. It's out of control, isn't it, Sauce? I think we, hey, Sash, you there, buddy?
I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Sash. Hopefully, hey, Sash, you there, man? What's going on, buddy? Anyway, I think Sash went to use the fucking bathroom or something and forgot to tell me, but it's all right. Sash does that from time to time. But, yeah, it's all right. He's probably doing something. Or I just see him, he muted his mic for something. But anyway, he probably went to go take a break. But Sas is busy. He's also an advocate for the Republican Party. He actually does a lot of his volunteer work for candidates.
Nice.
And he's a huge advocate for the conservative Republican Party. But Robert, the Big Brother is watching really, really close. He's watching really close, and he just literally said something. I'm going to plug right into the show here, relating this whole situation about Big Brother watching. Check this clip out, guys.
There was no way of knowing whether you were being watched at any given moment, how often or on what system the thought police watched any particular individual was guesswork. It was even conceivable they watched everybody, all the time.
They'll shoot me, I don't care. They'll shoot me in the back of the head, I don't care. Down with Big Brother, they will shoot in the back of the head, I don't care. Down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother!
Oranges and lemons, say the bells of Saint Clement.
You are the dead.
I hope everybody enjoyed that clip there. Does anybody understand where I'm going with this video clip? I don't know if Rob understands or possibly Sauce, but did anybody pay attention to that one clip? For those who's joining us live on Rumble, you actually see the 1984, right? The Orwell. Does everybody remember that Orwell 1984 book? I know
Right.
Rob probably read it. Have you read that book, Rob?
I didn't read it, but I know it, and I think I actually own it. I don't even have time to think, let alone read anymore. But definitely, I've read, passages out of it, and but I've never read the book cover to cover.
Yeah. Well, Orwell basically went into
That
a lot
was
of
George,
detail.
right? George Orwell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I have another clip I want to bring into the show in a little bit, but he actually said a lot back in the 80s and predicted a lot of what's going on just in today's society.
Yep.
So we're starting to see. Go ahead, Sauce.
Well, isn't that scary to see how somebody can predict what is going to happen to our society?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you read all these futuristic books, and you're like, man, I hope this is not going to happen in our society. But then look what happens now. We are encountering a major problem. We're encountering a pinnacle point in America where they're just brainwashing so many people at mass droves. I mean, if, for instance, you look at, I don't know if Rob watched last night's episode, but we have 3-year-olds validating fully grown adult teachers of their genders. What do you think, Rob?
I think that's completely fucking insane.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even be talking about what gender they are. They should be playing with their G.I. Joes or their Barbie dolls. When they become adults or young adult, whatever, when they're in puberty, they figure out where they want to go. Don't tell them where they're going to be. No 3-year-old knows this at any point.
Yeah, we got into that in great depth. Jimmy the Rant got into that, and then we had a special guest, Rob, from another podcast that joined us, Walt. And Walt got into that in great detail. Walt was like, you know what? As a 5 and 6-year-old, I'm worried about learning my ABCs and colors than worrying about it's okay that I have a penis and a vagina. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's disgusting what's going on,
And you know what the sad part is that the sad part to this whole thing is that all the push of it. For instance, this month, what happened today in Madison is that all the American flags were taken down inside the state capitol and replaced with LGBTQRS, the alphabet flag, the BLM flag, and then you also have the transgender flag. And it was by Governor Evers' orders to not have any American flag present or the POW flag present because it shows that it's racist.
How is prisoners of war racist?
It's fucking totally fucking bonkers. That's what it is.
I don't know.
Even the American flag. Why is the American flag racist? Like, America, slavery was good and strong, but as Americans, there's no more slaves here.
Yeah.
Except for the working class people, we're the slaves to the system.
Through the society, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But Sas, we're talking about the POW flag, right? You said it was taken down because it represents racism.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and that represents that only a certain amount of people, like only white, like only people of color were prisoners of war, and so that's why Governor Evers requested it that you take down, and if you are caught with the flag in your office, you will be charged a $500 fine.
And this is from your home state, right, where you're living at right now is Madison, Wisconsin. Correct, Sauce?
Yep. And speaking of Madison, did you know that Wisconsin was the first state out of all 50 states for the first time ever in 2018 to officially take down the American flag off of the United States, or off of the state capitol, and replace it with the LGBTQ flag? We were the first. What? Yeah, we were the first state. No, look it up. It was posted on CNN because it was Governor Evers' first term. It was his first year as being governor of 2018, so he wanted to make a statement.
Oh, of course CNN's gonna report on that because it's they're a fucking garbage company and
how embarrassing is that? How embarrassing that we took down the American flag to place it with the anti-Semitic racist flag.
Well, it's the same thing that Rob explained just a while back. He had a flag that was flown on the side of his yard, right, Robert?
Yeah, it was in front of my house, but to the right of the house. But the main children traffic that walk to the school down the street are on the left side of my house. So nobody really walked past it, but it was definitely because I'm on a state highway. And it was definitely seen by many. And I didn't get no rocks thrown, but all I got was horns beeping and when I displayed that flag. I got all cheers around here.
Yeah, it was a fuck Joe Biden flag, right?
Yeah, it was fuck Joe Biden and anybody who voted for him flag.
Yeah.
But the cop came and he's like, listen, I'm not telling you have to take it down. He's like, but can you please take it down? He's like, we're getting phone calls complaining. The kids are walking by. All because of the word fuck, not because of Biden, just because of the word fuck.
Yeah.
But yet they could teach the kids that are going to this school, which they don't teach that here. Thank God. I mean, none of that nonsense with the pronouns and.
Wow, you're lucky, Rob. Man, I
live in a military town, so that most of them are pretty on our page,
Yeah, where you at? You're like in the middle of the state, right?
Are you?
Yes, I'm Central Jersey. They call it South Jersey, but I call it Central because we're like smack in the middle. But we're a little east in Lakehurst, New Jersey.
Oh, Lakehurst, yeah. I forgot where the hell you lived there for a minute.
It's all good.
Yeah, Rob's actually been on the show here, but it's been a hot minute since we've had him on. So, yeah, it's been a while since.
Yeah, and the last two times they got screwed up a little bit.
Yeah, that's because of Big Brother and fucking censoring us. Yeah,
exactly. That's the topic is too. Yeah, it's bad. They're watching everything. They got cameras everywhere. I go into bathrooms in like public places and weird places. I look around for cameras before I start, because you never know we're going to stick a camera, or not even Big Brother, anybody these days.
Yeah.
Get some creeps want to see people taking a poop or something,
Yeah, that's disgusting. And trust me, I'm told in certain areas they have cameras that are set up.
Oh, I bet. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't put anything. Nothing surprises me anymore when you hear all this shit.
Well, Sauce resides in Russia 2.0, so.
Yeah, right.
Well, because you know why I reside in Russia 2.0? Okay, it's because, Rob, in Wisconsin, we have over 101 genders in Wisconsin. All right. And in Wisconsin, you cannot put a male or a female on your birth certificate anymore because that is technically illegal.
What?
Are you kidding me?
I am not. That was instated last year, and it was.
Oh yeah, he's not kidding, Rob. He'll actually show you the damn screen.
I believe. If you're telling me it's the truth, I believe you.
This guy, I labeled him on the show the analysis of the Patriot Angle podcast because he literally, he knows some stuff, Rob.
Why don't we start calling him Mr. Let's start calling him Mr. Sash.
Well, they call him Sauce Man too, but you know he's the analysis of the show, because he literally, when he talks on this show, he has the words to back it up. I mean, he sends me screenshots every single day of what's going on. You know,
That's
I mean,
insanity.
he's like our local newsman on the 8, you know, so to speak.
Yep.
Right to us.
Yeah, and you know what's nuts about this whole Rob? So we're gonna kind of really push for on this next episode. Like, you got to stay tuned for this next episode for what we're gonna kind of talk about more of the military and what what the push was when I was getting out. But you know, for the next episode, I sent him a very special video about the Army recruitment video, and that's gonna be played at the next episode.
I think I might have seen that video. Oh my God.
You know what we're going to do, Sauce? I just thought about this. We're actually going to plug it in right now, and then we'll also plug it into the bonus episode later this evening.
Okay.
If that's okay with you. We're going to plug this in right now, guys. Check this video out.
That sounds good.
Yeah, Rob, this is the woke military, and these are the drills. Yeah, these are the fucking drills that they're actually doing in the military that Sauce sent me earlier today. Check this out.
Remember MLK. Remember MLK. He tried to lead the way. He tried to lead the way. But he was shot one day. He was shot one day. In the early morning. In the early morning. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. I see better days. I see better days. Hey, 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 hey,
My God.
What the fuck?
Yeah, my
What's
words
your thoughts, Rob?
I think you just heard us.
Oh.
I went to my friend's army camp when he was in basic training back in 1990. I would say 7, maybe 98, and it was hardcore. in the 20 plus years that passed since that day or that week that I was spent in, I was staying on base. I watched what they were doing when they were drilling. There was none of that going on. That's insanity.
Were they talking about?
How are those guys gonna? What are they gonna go fight the enemy? Like, hey, like,
right? Isn't that like what they like? You hear that from like the Animal House, from the movie Animal House. Remember that?
Yeah, that's a great song. You hear it at every wedding.
Yeah. I mean,
everybody goes down on the floor and fucking kicks their feet up in the air.
Yeah. I mean,
what is it? The White Flag song? Like, we're gonna give up? Or we're just gonna lay out? Because at the end of the song, everybody has to lay down on their backs and put their hands and feet up. Like that's
But
like.
see, but the whole thing that I find out to be a problem, and here's what it really gets me going. Okay. So in the United States Air Force, in order to make sure that everybody's equal and stuff, here are the new PT standards. You can't have a waist size no bigger than waist size of 42. All right. Instead of 14 minutes, you get 21 minutes to run 1.5 miles. And then it's standardized, all the testing. So like men and women are all tested the same. And that for push-ups, a male and a female have to do both 20 push-ups and 20 sit-ups.
Yeah, but Sas, here's my question. What if you're a fat bastard and you don't want to lose the weight?
They give you donuts.
Well, okay, so
I don't know.
Okay, so the United States Air Force has an exemption for that.
Right.
So like, when I was in the United States Air Force, as I was getting out, I saw more and more bigger people in the Air Force. I'm like, how are you going to fight in the combat zone? I went overseas, and you saw like people like, I went overseas, and I was like eating MREs, and look what you're eating. I came back to the States. I'm like, look what you're eating.
Yeah,
you're not ready to go overseas.
So here's the thing, Sas. Like, you came into this country from Russia, from an area of Russia I can't even pronounce. You told me that the city, I just can't pronounce it. What is it called again?
Vladikavkaz.
I'm sorry, I still can't pronounce it. I'm trying, Sas, but I'm just gonna say Russia. He came from Russia in 2006, and then around what year did you go in the Air Force?
So I was in the Army Reserves in 2015 through 2017, and then I went in the Air Force in 2017 through 2021.
So 9 years after you actually.
Thank you for your service.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then I went overseas in 2018, and I got really sick in 2019, and I came back to the States.
Yeah.
So, but like when I went overseas, I mean, like you see people like very thin and stuff, and like we were like in mop gear and stuff, and like we had to stay fit and we had to do all these things. So when I came back to the States, we even had, I mean, it was good under President Trump, but like, I mean, now it's just like all a big circus. It's like, it looks like they're trying to get who can be fatter contest.
Oh, Jesus.
We're not, and get this, okay? You can now grow a beard in the United States Air Force. That is now permitted because now you can say that you're a Muslim, and if you're a Muslim, you can grow a beard.
Yeah, but aren't they allowed to grow beards? And they're allowed to do that for Russia, though, right? Doesn't Russian soldiers have beards?
No, no. You grow a beard, you get arrested.
What? And Russia?
Yeah, Russia has strict military rules. Russia wants to be all like unison.
They arrest you instead of just shaving your face. You know what the fuck?
Oh my God. Yeah, but
they arrest you.
Yeah, but like this is, I know this is gonna sound like corny and everything, but like in Rocky V, when Rocky fought Dolph Lundgren, they had beards. Oh, that's a movie, Mike, right? It's different.
Yeah.
But you're under Vladimir Putin's army though, and he's part of the KGB, and he looks like he wants his military to be unison and disciplined.
Oh well, yeah, I think Rocky V was based during like the old USSR,
Gorbachev, yep.
Gorbachev,
yep, with his freaking jelly stain.
Yeah, he's like the mother Russia, yes, they talk, yeah, but yeah, that was pretty good actually.
Putin's actually a genius, but he's a little crazy.
Well, this is a fucking former intel officer, Robert, turned president. If anybody caught the show last week when I was on Tommy Nation Politics, Sas caught the show, and Sas was like, he told me off the air, he's like, that guy's a fucking idiot, man.
He is in person.
No, the guy Tommy from Tommy Nation Politics, he was basically saying that that Vladimir Putin isn't what he is and this and that. I was like, are you kidding me? I dislike the guy, but the guy is a freaking genius. He's a former intel officer.
Yeah. No, okay, I got you now. Yeah, I don't like him so much either, but like,
yeah,
he was willing when Trump was in office. He was willing to compromise.
Well,
now he's like, oh, Biden's in. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, and you know what the funny part is that. And here's what I found out to be with the whole, I stand with Ukraine and stuff. The whole flags. You see, like, I stand with Ukraine and solidarity. But you look at what kind of government Ukraine used to have, though, and look what kind of government they still have. If you speak out against the war in Ukraine, and Ukrainian citizens have been arrested for speaking out against the war.
Maybe the most corrupt country in the world.
Yeah, we're going to stand in solidarity.
We're going to go send them $30 billion instead of, keeping the money here and helping us. Or I don't mind you sending it out as long as it's helping for a good cause. Like, you got two people fighting on the other side of the world over their dumb shit, whatever the fuck they want to fight about. What the hell we got to get involved for? Just back off.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rob, we have to make sure that those. So I read the $40 billion, and I read the $40 billion bill, and now I also read the $13.9 billion bill that President Zelensky requested today, and the stock market didn't react to that very well. So what happened is that this $40 billion, we are officially going to take 1 million Ukrainian refugees into America and disperse them throughout, like, across America. And we are also going to make sure that they get $2,800 a month and then $1,500 in housing a month as well.
Great.
So, but we can't take care of our veterans. And instead, I can't see my doctor because I'm not vaccinated. Problem there.
We can't even take care of people that are, whether our veterans, people that are, were hurt and they can't work. They're living on, they get peanuts from the state or government, whatever the hell they're getting it from. They get peanuts. God forbid you're a young man on a job that wasn't like union or back, and you hurt yourself bad and you can't work and make a living. You're screwed in this country.
But here, Rob, the unions, man. You talk about the unions; they're looked at so much differently now than they were in the 80s and through the 70s and 60s. So much different.
They lost a lot of power. There was a lot of corruption involved.
Yeah. Well, we've seen the corruption through JFK and through Jimmy Hoffa.
Oh yeah,
that was a fucking mess, man. That was a mess. But guys, Saucy, we got to get to a sponsor here. You want to give that sponsor that?
Oh, absolutely. So our sponsor for today's show, we have our sponsor for the sponsor show today is head over to patriotanglepodcast.com for an exclusive offer from the folks here on the show for 50% off Prime for food stamp recipients and folks receiving SSI benefits. That's our sponsors today. And our sponsors also is Amazon Prime. So again, if you want to get Amazon Prime at 50% off, head over to patriotanglepodcast.com for an exclusive offer from the folks here on the show for a 50% off Amazon Prime for food stamps and folks receiving SSI benefits. Amazon Prime is our sponsor for today's show.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Also, too, guys, we have an exclusive offer coming out of Helium 10. If you enter the promo code Patriot10, you get 10% off forever. Yes, forever. Sign up for Helium 10. And what is Helium 10, right? Helium 10, guys, is a digital platform for the person that possibly wants to get into e-commerce, right? They want to sell their stuff. We're seeing it becoming very popular with new, fresh merchants using platforms such as Walmart.com and Amazon.com for their merchandise. So if you enter the promo code Patriot10, you get 10% off forever. Also, too, guys, if you enter the promo code Patriot50, that's going to give you 50% off the first month. That's right, guys. 50% off the first month with promo code Patriot50. These promo codes are only exclusive here, guys, on the Patriot Angle podcast. So if you're wondering where you heard it from, tell the folks you heard it from the show. Patriot Angle podcast, guys, we're throwing out fucking humongous promo codes. That's right. I had to get a little unfiltered there because, that's my show. But, yeah, enter those promo codes, guys. 10% off forever for Patriot 10. 50% off your first month with Patriot 50 on helium10.com. Phenomenal, guys. So, guys, we're back here on the show, guys. We're talking about woke military and how Big Brother is constantly watching over this. Sas, I want to get into this article basically coming out of New Jersey. It's a developing article. I think Rob can relate because, hence the name 420 VIPs. We're going to explain to you, the audience, just what 420 VIPs is all about before we depart here, because we got about another 5-6 minutes left in the show. Rob, have you heard the story with this marijuana uprising of sales? It's up to like 50% in your state.
Yeah, no, definitely. As soon as they made it recreational, the sales started jumping. They basically said, obviously, that it's not illegal anymore. If you're an adult, you can purchase it. You can. It's limited on the amount of places that can actually sell it yet, but there's a bunch more that are going to open up. I mean, it's going to jump. They're only in their first. I forget the date, but it's brand new recreational here. It's been medicinal for a couple of years, but
but it's just basically got its boost in the last maybe like 3, 4, 5 months, if that.
Yeah, that's my goal. That's my guess. I mean,
so now, if I'm hearing this correctly, is it municipal marijuana that's illegal in the state of New Jersey, or is it also recreational too?
No, it's recreational, medicinal. Oh, anyway, like I could sit in my backyard and smoke a joint. I don't need a medical card. There are select dispensaries,
okay,
that can sell recreationally to adults without a medical card. I believe the reason why they made it recreational is because they were saying as soon as there was enough medical marijuana to supply all of the medical card carriers,
right,
anything surplus can be sold recreationally. And they realized that there's a lot of people growing a lot of weed. So,
yeah,
so there's definitely enough weed to go around.
Yeah.
For the people that want to just use it on a weekend, for the people that want to smoke it all damn day, for the people that need it for their medical conditions.
I don't know. Do you think Big Brother's actually watching down on that? I mean,
I believe so, because it's not federally legal yet, and they could shut it down at any given moment.
Yeah, but is the donkey's ass there, Governor Murphy, going to shut it down, or is he?
No, he's the one who was pushing for it.
Real? What? I thought he was against it.
He was at first, and then he started got real lenient. We'll do it.
Well, I think Sauce can jump in on this topic. I think the governor of Wisconsin in Sauce's state right now, Sauce, didn't they push the same agenda in Wisconsin?
Yeah, they pushed the same agenda, but they also added caveat to it. They put psychedelic shrooms and heroin safe spaces.
What?
I could see the shrooms.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Heroin. I don't see it anywhere.
For example, but here's the whole thing, though. So we've been having a horrible heroin problem in Wisconsin. So there's multiple parts to this bill. So, for instance, with the mayor of Madison, our mayor, she's like, well, we need people to do heroin, and we can't just have heroin all over. So we need a safe space for people to do heroin throughout the state of Wisconsin besides Madison. So what Governor Evers did is that he added onto the bill. So not only will weed be legalized, but psychedelic mushrooms and heroin safe spaces will be legalized as well.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Guys, we're going to close this show out here, but I got to get a quick break in here from one of our exclusive sponsors here on the show. Be right back. We're going to close it out here with Robert of 420 VIPs. Don't touch the dial, guys.
Good things happen when people connect.
Great to meet you.
You made it.
Let's get started.
And Calendly is how you connect, so you can make those good things happen. Calendly makes it easy to schedule a meeting with anyone, anytime, anywhere by simply sharing a link. You create one meeting request and everyone chooses from a list of times you're available. Calendly knows when you're available because it integrates securely with your calendars. Everyone picks a time slot, Calendly locks in the meeting, and it magically shows up on their calendars. Change your mind? Rescheduling is just as easy as scheduling. Calendly handles all of your bookings, reminders, and follow-ups, so you can go right to the good part.
Woo, I'm excited.
Good things happen when people connect, and Calendly makes that easy. Calendly, easy ahead.
Yeah, that's a damn good company, guys. By the way, we use that here on the show, Calendly. They're good. Have you heard of them, Rob?
No, not until now.
Yeah, well, obviously, we use it for the show because you signed up. It's a great booking app. It keeps people that run businesses and podcasts and stuff like that. It keeps them organized. Instead of overlapping with different people. Yeah, it's a very good, powerful tool. I suggested using it for your platform. And before we depart here, Rob, I'm going to give you some time to explain to the listeners here, how they can find you. And, you guys have a series of different platforms, not only 420 VIPs, but you also are co-partner, a co-friend or however, with New Jersey
Tom
musicians.com.
Yeah, he's got njmusicians.com. He's standing right next to me right now, actually. But
okay. Sounds good.
But
tell
the
listeners a little bit more about you guys. How they can find you guys, and with the New Jersey musicians, I know we're getting into the month of July, and we're in the summer here, so I'm sure it's filling up pretty fast, right?
Well, I mean, right now that's a social not a social network, but it's a group on Facebook, and NJ Musicians Wanted has almost 10,000 members, which are almost almost 100% local musicians. We do have some outside musicians because you never know if there's a potential of a band getting together. I don't care where they're from.
Yeah, right. But what if they're coming in from like Poland or something? You'll still take them?
Yeah, well, I mean, why not? All right, so you had guys from New Jersey, and they ended up with Sebastian Bach, and that created Skid Row.
Well, obviously you've been hearing the show. Like, what if you get a guy from like Sas's home country of Russia? You'll take them too?
Yeah, why not? We don't discriminate. We try to unite with 420VIPs.com. And with the NJ musicians, we try to unite musicians and create.
I hear you, Rob. If you don't mind, if you could pass the phone or the tablet or whatever you guys are viewing us on over to Tom, I can introduce him to Sas because I don't think he's met Sas before.
Yeah, definitely. Hold on
Sas,
1 second.
This is, Sas, you there, buddy?
Yes, I'm listening. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Sas. This is Tom, the founder of 420VIPs.com, as well as New Jersey Musicians Wanted of New Jersey. So,
yeah.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. Hey, you know how to get more Russians onto your musician platform? If you offer them at least one free bottle of vodka, they'll be swarming at your studios.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how effective they'd be at that point, but yeah, they'd definitely be swarming down there.
Well, you would. Hey, Tom, you would.
They'd be rushing to get here.
Yeah, you would have a bunch of drunk Russians.
Hey, it might bring the girls.
He's funny too. He's a straight up Republican.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
It might bring.
I said you'll have. Yeah. Well, we're crossing over each other, Sas. I'm gonna fucking mute you. Hold on, Sas. I said you'll have a bunch of drunk Russians on your stage, so
yeah. I'll have to learn some dance moves. I'm not sure if I'm ready for those moves.
I'm telling you, but Sas, I want to applaud you before we close out the show. Your Wi-Fi there in country Madison, Wisconsin is holding up pretty well tonight.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's I don't know why it's doing so good. They must have heard what you said with the Wi-Fi.
I guess so. Hey, Sas, what's the population there in Madison, Wisconsin?
Oh, so I'm on the outskirts of Madison. So like we have, it's about a couple hundred people, but with Madison, like in the heart of Madison, it's about 1.2 million.
Oh, they're all cousins, right?
No, that's Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Crazy stuff. But so Sasha, we're going to close it out here. You want to plug in before we depart with Rob and Tom here of 420VIPs.com. Plug in for the month of August because I'm not sure Rob or Tom knows about that. If any of their people there.
Oh, absolutely. So Rob and Tom and anyone that's listening, we have a special episode where Michael Gardner and I, the founder of the Patriot Angle podcast, we are officially going to co-host together in person in Atlanta, Georgia for a special episode. And we're going to conclude it with Michael, the founder, being on my podcast called Remember God Loves You, and I'll Meet at the Finish Line podcast of a summer series that we're going to do is Getting to Know You and How God Has Strengthened Your Heart. A summer series. So that's going to be done on between August 28th and August 31st. And so I'm so excited because we're going to be going down to Atlanta where Michael is, and we're going to be having a great time within those 4 days. Are you excited or is it just me, Michael?
Yeah, I'm
super excited. Pretty excited.
Yeah, it is exciting. I'm going to be drinking on the show. Sas is probably going to have a lemonade, right, Sas? I mean, do you drink?
Yeah, I do drink.
Oh, okay.
You're going to have a vodka lemonade then.
Huh?
Yeah. What should I?
We'll get you a cannabis infused one.
Oh, dang. Well, why did you send that over? Mail it over.
Oh, God. Sas is already looking forward for the cannabis from the Jersey. But Sas, if I have to give you anything on the show, like what would you want? Would you want vodka? Would you want Kentucky Grey Goose? I mean, what do you drink, man?
I drink a Blue Moon.
Oh my God!
One of my favorite beers, probably my most favorite.
I'm telling you. But it's been a great time. We had you on this show. I remember such a great memory we had on the show where I was doing a show and literally I had fucking coyotes in the backyard, And
I remember that.
They were all over. You remember the coyotes? I had to shoot those bastards. They were all over my fucking backyard. But
that was great. That was last summer, I think, right?
Yeah, it was last summer. Yeah, that was the very first episode I had on.
We should have Buddy Fields come on too.
I guess.
Buddy Fields. You know Buddy
We'll
Fields?
have to explain that at another time.
Yeah,
Michael.
I'll explain that to you in message, Mike.
Okay. Oh, he's not like a hermaphrodite or nothing, is he?
No.
No.
Really cool unicorn guy.
Yeah.
A unicorn guy. Oh, God.
Yeah,
he's an alphabet person, isn't he?
It's pretty funny, though.
Hey, he's an alphabet person?
I don't know. We don't know what it is. He's a unicorn that likes sex and weed.
What? Oh, God.
So it's a weed unicorn, huh?
Yeah, he's Buddy Fields, the pro pot unicorn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can find out. If you go on Facebook and look up
videos on our Facebook page.
420vips.com on Facebook, and the video is there somewhere. You'll have to look for it a little bit. It's been on there for a while now.
It's under the headline.
There's a bunch of videos, actually. He's got a bunch of them.
Yeah. So, guys, you heard Rob and Tom of 420vips.com. If you want to know any more about these guys, they are New Jersey natives, and you can find more information on these guys on 420vips.com. Rob, Tom, thanks for joining in. And
Thank you,
man.
guys.
Make sure
thank you, Michael, and nice meeting you, Sauce. And
make sure to check out the group on Facebook on the 420vips.com.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
The website's still up, or it's there, but it's not functional like right now. It's under construction.
Yeah, Rob, you just caught me as I was just ready to hit the follow button. You know, the ending video. You caught it at the neck of the time. You do have a group page. Yet, explain the group page. Is it still available? Or you said that it's
it's the same name. It's the same name. It's just it's on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
And it's got just under 1,000 members on that.
Okay, so it's growing then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It was small, and then it just keeps every day new members join.
Wow.
One or two here, one or two there, one or two.
Yeah. Are you guys ever going to jump the ship to True Social yet, or you haven't thought about it yet?
I actually I think I'm on the waiting list. Right? Isn't there a waiting list for that?
Guess what? I got a secret for you. You want to know the secret?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Well, it's a good secret. It's not like a.
I won't tell nobody.
No, it's not a nasty secret. Saskin would probably be laughing about it. But, the secret is you don't have to wait no more. After the stream is over, go on your web browser right now, Tom and Rob, and type in truesocial.com, and you can join exclusively on the website. You don't need a fucking iPhone for it. You can join it on the website.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. I definitely wanted to go on there.
Yeah, well, join the truth, and you're not going to get fact checked, and you're not going to get screened and all that crap. Sounds like there's a murder or something going on in the background. So
something goes on always over here. The cops do like 120 past my house.
Oh,
Lights and sirens on at 4 in the morning. I'm like, what are you doing? Waking me up.
I hear you. It's been a hot minute since we've had you on. We got to get going here, Rob. We got a bonus episode we got to do. It's going to be a short little episode, but we got to get this episode in here. I got to switch the panel. But thanks very much for joining us.
Thank
and
you,
Rob and Tom, go on rumble.com, search Patriot Angle Podcast, and you can see the replay if you want to watch the replay.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great night.
All right.
Patriot Unfiltered. You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an unfiltered Patriot Productions. Please follow us on Facebook at the Patriot Angle Podcast and Instagram at Patriot_Angle_unfiltered. Also, you can hear every episode on Amazon Music, Audible, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcast. You can also check out our website, PatriotAnglePodcast.com, and also our unfiltered merchandise, PatriotUnfiltered.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one.